So what is color coding? Before you can effectively negotiate, you need to learn how to speak to this seller in their language. And to do that, we need to figure out how they're wired. How do they view the world? How do they assimilate information? What form of communication works best for that seller? You figure these things out and your negotiation is going to go a lot smoother. Next, I'm going to tell you how to talk to them in that language and what these colors mean. But do me a favor, if this is interesting to you, hit that like button and share this episode and be sure to subscribe. All right, we've got the colors: red, yellow, blue, green. What do they mean? You know, if I'm talking to a red is probably, when I ask him what he does for a living, he might be an engineer, an architect, someone that deals in a lot of tiny numbers and where everything counts. If I'm dealing with a red, then I'm going to need to speak to this person in numbers and facts that they can hold in their hand. Spreadsheets would be good for a red. Diagrams would be good for a red. Anything that would show evidence would be good for a red. You getting my drift so far? So what's a yellow? A yellow lives for today. They don't care about the future. They don't care about what happened in the past. They're not trying to make anybody else happy. They're just trying to make themselves happy, and they're only interested in today and immediate gratification. How fast can you get them the money? They might not even be interested in the amount of money, but they are not worried about the future. They're not worried about anyone else. They're just worried about themselves and now. Learn to talk to them in that language. Blues are very giving. They're charitable. If you talk to someone who spends 2 or 3 days a week volunteering at the church, he's likely going to be a blue. Start talking to them about how you can help the neighborhood. How when you sell this to an owner finance person, you're going to move this person from out of being a renter to being an owner. These are people that want to give back to the world and are not necessarily so interested in what they're going to get out of it. They want to know that it's going to be good for everyone around them and for the community at large, maybe the environment, whatever. They're pretty touchy-feely and they are not in it for just themselves, and they're not in it just for the money. And that brings us to the greens. Who are the greens? Well, there's only one guy left. He's the guy that is interested in the money. He wants the money. I don't know if it's price or interest rate or monthly payments or cash up front, but this guy wants the money. He wants the money. He wants to do something, but he wants to be smart about it. He wants to make sure that he's not making a foolish move financially. So you're going to have to show this person why their decision is going to be good for them financially. And there's your green. Learn to speak to your reds, your blues, your yellows, your greens in their language. And now for that story I promised you.